Hey, what's going on? It's Dubk Dad. So we're looking at Plunder Patrol. Now, it's a really fun deck. It's a deck that I would really like to play competitively. But there's several issues, put it gently, that I found out with the deck. And so I think the extra deck is just pretty much going to be standard. So, you know, got your synchros, 2 brand, Orwell, the Adamantivator guy. Then you got your links. And I choose to go through the Blackbeard and all important Almirage. Then your C's, you got Zeus, 2 Mork, Shark, Awesome, and then your 2 fusions. That part's easy enough to figure out. There is a version with Halka Fibrax. If we can get this video to 50 likes, I'll show you guys that. And with that said, thank you so much for getting my last video on Plunders to 50 likes. I generally appreciate it. Whenever I get a bunch of likes, it encourages me to keep producing videos like this. So, on to the problem. Okay, huge problem with the deck. Herald of Ultimateness. If you go second, Herald of Ultimateness can just negate your summons. And contrary to popular belief, normal summon Whitebeard set traps is not an optimal turn 1 play. So you need to be able to apply pressure immediately. The meta is just too varied and at times too fast to just sit on suboptimal boards. I mean, if you want to play like just a combo deck, then play a combo deck. Plunders is not a combo deck. If you want to play a mid-range deck, you know, it's like Invoke Dolls or the current iteration of Tri-Brigade, then play that. You know, because Plunders is neither of those. So to compensate to that, we're going to have to play some tricks. And so by tricks, what I mean is, you know, some unorthodox cards, you know, being Foolish Goods, Salvage, and Genex Controller. Now, one of the problems that I had when playing several rounds with this deck was your more optimal plays required at least 3 cards to do anything. Like any combination of Golden Hair, a name, some other name, and Black Eyes. And it's just unreasonable to have to start any plays with 3 cards unless you're a full combo deck. You know, just balls to the wall. The problem is with this deck is, and with the meta is, if your combo to be optimal needs 3 cards, those last 2 cards in hand have to be so impactful. Unfortunately, with Plunder Patrol, you need a specific card in hand, being a Plunder name, and then it only leaves you 1 card left as a defensive measure, meaning that your monsters have to put in all the work. So it's super imperative that you end on a Mork, that you end on a list, or preferably a Blackbeard and a list, or a Blackbeard and a Mork. And the Mork needs to be hard summoned, you know, with 2 materials to protect your board. And that's like a tall order. And so, and I'm not the first, but that's where Genex Undyne comes in. Now, unfortunately, you have to play the vanilla brick, you know, you running Driver and now Genex Controller, but hear me out. While Mathematician is the superior card, Genex Undyne sends for cost. So you played, you know, early when Mermail was first released, you know how good Undyne is. It just sends for cost for no reason. So immediately when you normal summon Undyne, you can send your water guys to the grave. So if you summon and they imperm, sucks to be them because your guy still gets sent to the grave. And it kind of works out for you because that means any additional copies of Undyne are potentially live because the whole effect of Undyne is cost, send the water, and then add the controller and resolution. So that makes Imperm Veiler Ash on this card infinitely weaker, meaning that you are less reliant on inefficient 3-card combos. So here, I just want to talk about some of the combos you can do now that we have Undyne in the mix. And really this just turns it into, you know, quite simply a 1-card combo for just the most basic of plays. So just now for 1 card, you can normal summon Undyne, cost, send gold in here, add your controller, pitch your controller to revive back your golden hair, and then just like that you have literally a 1-card Blackbeard. So I'd like to show you a couple of 2-card combos that now with Undyne we're able to do. So in this case we're going to start with Whitebeard. So we'll normal summon Undyne. Undyne will send Golden Hair's cost, and that'll add us controller. This time we have Whitebeard to pitch to revive Golden Hair, and Golden Hair, after you summon, Whitebeard will resolve and summon Redbeard. And of course we can link these two off for Blackbeard, and in the end 2 cards netted us 3 cards in total. We kind of have a pseudo +1. It's not a real +1, but it is a card we have in hand to either pitch off of the field spell or a later revive off of Golden Hair. And so, you know, while we can't really exactly do anything, it is a potential body. It is discard fodder, so that's something. Also, 2 cards, 2 interruptions. That's generally what you want to have. So I think that this is a good starting point. But there's also more we can do with other opening combinations. All right, so of course there's other combinations and things you can do. They're not all great, but they open up routes to let you either dig for cards or to just at least establish something. So in this case we have Undyne and Bluebeard. So of course, you know, we're going to normal summon the Undyne, send, add. Now here you have a couple of choices. You can pitch to revive and then special, or that gives you more bodies, or instead you can pitch, revive, and then Bluebeard triggers pitch and then draw card. So you got this cycle. Maybe you drew into an extender, field spell perhaps, or something else, but it gives you more options, something else to play with. And it doesn't require you to open those specific combinations of cards, where in the last video I showed you several 3-card combinations involving Black Eyes. So, you know, just showing how pivotal this card was. Now we have, you know, I keep calling it Ravenwing. Black Eyes now has help. He doesn't have to do the majority of the work on his own. We have another, not just play starter, but extender, in that it gives us instant access to Golden Hair to let us get our plays going. Okay, so I know we talked about 3-card combos and the issue with having 3-card combos. And while that is difficult to work with, you know, needing 3 cards all the time to make any plays, you got to remember you do start with 5 cards. So if you're going first, turn 1, hopefully you're starting with 5 cards, right? And so I just want to demonstrate what Foolish Barrel Goods actually gives us here. So in this example, we're going to normal summon the golden here, and we'll summon a Almirage here. We'll pitch Redbeard to special. That's going to, when the summon resolves, Redbeard will equip itself to golden here, and then we can Foolish Goods. In this case, we're going to Foolish Goods the field spell, and you guys already know what the field spell does. It will set itself, it'll target a face-up plunder card, set itself, and then on resolution, this will go to our hand. So that means, like, if they twin twister this before it resolves, we'll still get the field spell. So it's pretty cool, and it's super important to know. And now this kind of lets us go plus ultra. So we can now we can pitch Redbeard for the field spell, and that allows us to maybe get Black Eyes in here. Black Eyes. Add back to Redbeard, and you can overlay for hard Mork, or in this situation, rewind back. If we link this off, you can and now you have a Plunder in hand, field spell, and just one interruption. Still have our Blackbeard. Blackbeard has a ship he's free to equip, and then we have a Plunder card to activate the effect. 3 cards. Ironically enough, it's not 2 interruptions, but we still have part of our setup. We still got the field spell, we have the Blackbeard, and we're just making use of cards in the general card pool to advance our game state. Again, something that the deck truly needs. Alright, so I showed you guys a couple of combos. We discussed what the deck is lacking, and you can tell I'm really frustrated. Konami really should have given us an Earth and Wind ship, because it's like the deck just feels so incomplete. Yes, it can do things, but you have to admit that the majority of the games you win are because the opponent's not reading your cards, or they didn't have the out, or you just happen to be well positioned enough that they had the attributes, and then you had the correct discards to deal with their board. And that's just too many ifs and whens and too many stipulations for a cohesive, YCS level winning strategy. But the deck does have some tricks. One of the better things the deck can do is outboards without using Dark Blue no more. It's difficult, because there's still hot red, but barring hot red, there are some pretty cute things you can do. So you can normal summon your Whitebeard, special your Bluebeard. A lot of times your opponent won't do anything on this chain. Then you can sync these off for your White Orwell, and I'm sure anyone who's played this deck any amount of time already know this combo. So now you can chain block. They got a bunch of attack position monsters. Chainlink 1 Aura, Chainlink 2 Whitebeard, Chainlink 3 Bluebeard, and discard as cost. So now if they have any negates, like monster based negates, in order to out this, they have to have hot red, or they have to have Valor, or perhaps they could strike the summon, or they can imperm the effect. But any monster based effects will miss the timing to negate the Whitebeard. Also, the way you order your chains, your Whitebeard summon is also safe. So you get the nuclear board, you drew a card, so you pitch for cost and drew a card. and then Whitebeard will resolve. And of course, you're going to want to summon your Redbeard. If all their monsters are wiped, summon an attack and get in some good damage. And then of course, you can link in a Redbeard that will trigger, or link into Blackbeard that will trigger your Redbeard to equip to it, and you can go from there. Optionally, you can always bring back Golden Hair. So in this situation, Whitebeard summon Golden Hair, link, then that free card you drew, you can pitch to revive back your Golden Hair. It's not as sexy, but like I've been stressing throughout the whole video, just giving yourself options, keeping pressure, maintaining your board. And for now, I think that that's some of the best things the deck can do. I do have other combos I'd like to show you guys, so maybe we can get this video to 50 likes. We can continue having this discussion. I mean, I really like the deck. I'm a fan of One Piece and the idea of trolls on ships. It's kind of cute. So tell me what you think down below. If you want to see have more conversations about the deck, you want to see more combos, and if we can get this video to 100 likes, I'll give you the deck lists and show you what I'm working with so far. All right guys, it's been Dubk Dad, and I'm out.